First and foremost, I would like to say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. That is to say, all praise to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, through the Holy Spirit, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as to the rest of the hopeful righteous elect, men, women, and children of Israel scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, among the heathen, as well as those that even look like the heathen. This is not a black or white thing. I'm the brother Yara Dunbar from the GMS branch here in Chicago, coming back at you with what I hope to be another short yet edifying lesson. All right, and it's going to be in response to this video that you see from the beloved elder down in Dallas, Elder Yashawamba. All right, the title of his video is Martial Law is Coming to the Hood. It's time. All right, so it's going to land back on the clip in this video, but I want to go ahead and get this scripture first. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33 and verse 32. It says, "And lo, thou art unto them a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice, and can play well on the instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them," right? And there you go, man. Because we've been telling people from the elder apostles on down, right? We've been telling everybody these things will begin to come to pass. We told everybody that martial law will begin to come down the pipe. Now you see this this cruel Lord, right? He's starting to set the stage for it, as he has put Washington, D.C. pretty much under a martial law type of situation. All right. So, hey, we told you these things would come to pass, and now you see them speeding up more and more. So I'm going to go ahead and let this clip play, get a few more precepts, and then we're going to close it out. All right.
And we ain't going to be marching for you niggas.
That shit went ahead too.
Right? Like y'all marched for George Floyd. That atrocity.
Here for a very serious purpose, Something's out of control, but we're going to put it in control very quickly like we did on the southern border. I'm announcing a historic action to...
Salakia, I just had one that came to mind because he said we're going to put it into order very quickly, right? Let me see. That's 2 Thessalonians 3. No, 1 Thessalonians 5. Yeah, 1 Thessalonians 5. It says, "But of the time and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape," right? And that's what he said. He's going to set things in order. He's going to get rid of crime. There's going to be peace. Everybody's going to be safe. That's essentially what he's telling you. And he's saying he's going to do it quickly, man. We know that that's the verbiage that comes right before the destruction comes. All right. Let's go back.
Rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse.
So as you can see, they're saying basically they're getting the homeless off of the streets. They're going to take them to these camps where they're going to clean them up. All right. What about the ones that ain't on drugs? Clean them up from homelessness. What do you plan on doing? Okay, this is ultimately Revelation, the 6th chapter, man. They're getting ready to put a lot of people to death, and we've been warning you of this. All right.
This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back. Under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States, I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that. Very good people, but they're tough, and they know what's happening. They've done it.
And in one of my latest news and prophecies, I went into what does it mean to federalize, all right, a state. Somebody can put it on a comment board. Just to, it can lead to tyranny. Okay, and you best believe they're getting ready to wage war on you tribes, man. on you everyday Americans too, but the target is going to be the tribes, man. And the Lord is specifically going to have an evil eye towards you niggas, all right, you YNs, you thugs, you bad bitches, you blue hair monsters. The Lord is fed up with you niggas, man.
All right, let's get a few more precepts on this real quick, man. First, because as the elder, as you heard the elder say, these things are going to come and hit Jake hard, man. That's why it's called the time of Jacob's trouble, right? Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Actually, we'll start at 1. Jeremiah 30 and 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord Yahweh, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel, saying, Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it, right? And we know that time is going to come as well, but we have to go through these tough times first, man, right? But the Lord is going to be with his elect, always remember that. Verse 4. And these are the words of the Lord Yahweh. These are the words that the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Going through it, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? So we have to go through Jacob's trouble, man, in order to receive that salvation. We have to go through Jacob's trouble before we get put back into our land, man, and be set right, set in order. All right? As the Lord is already setting us in order before our enemies' eyes, right? But that fullness will come in the kingdom man. When Yahweh Shai is ruling, King David under him, the rest of the 12, the 144,000, the rest of the elect, man. That's when that will truly come after these days. All right? That's important to understand. And then guess what? We know that the devil has to come down with great wrath, man. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, in verse, I start at 7. It says, And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought in his angels, right? That's going into World War III, them fighting in the, and the heavens being the atmosphere of the sky, so to speak, right? Verse 8, And prevailed not, neither was there a place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Right? Going into, that's the Roman Empire, or Esau Edom. Verse 10. And this is getting more so to the point. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And that's what you just heard DJT doing, man. Oh, think about all the places that he named. He said he's going to send these troops. They are starting in D.C., San Francisco, I think he said, Baltimore, L.A., all the nigga cities, man. Right? All the cities that you could think of to be so-called black hubs, right? And that's the point that the elder was making in his video, man, that, hey, they already went after the Northern Kingdom, and with this whole thing with ICE, now, hey, it's the Southern Kingdom's turn. And the elder Malcolm always says what? Northern Kingdom first, Southern Kingdom worse. So these things are coming down the pike, man. Definitely, and you can see it coming to play. But that's, you just seen him the accuser of our brethren at work, right? Verse 11, And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. So, hey, the only way through this is to be under the covering of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, verse 12, Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And that's what we seeing, man. He really starting to show them horns, man. Esau is beginning to show that old hatred, all right, that they tried to hide it for so long, but eventually everything in the dark has to come to light, right? There we go. And I want to get this real quick too before I see if there's any more in that video to play. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, man. In verse 1, it says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord." And that's what we've been doing, again, starting with the apostles and the elders on down, man. We've told you all of these things will come to pass. We told you what the MOTB was. We told you who the devil is, right? We told you that World War III was coming. We told you that the martial law was coming. Okay? Verse 2, "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." So, hey, everybody who talked against the men of the Lord, everybody who said we don't know what we talking about, we wrong, you're going to die in their unfaithfulness, man. Because you're not going to be under that covering of Psalms, the 91st chapter. Verse 5, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, and death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." And that's under the rulership of who? Esau, Edom. Verse 7, "Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." And that's when you hear the prophets, the men of the Lord, sighing and crying constantly for the abominations done in the midst thereof, man. Jake, we always vexed, man. Always. All right. Verse 10. No. Verse 9, "And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." And that's the modern day Egypt, which is America, Babylon the Great. "But I will bring them with the mighty hand and the stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail and with fearful constellation." Verse 14, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." And what's that sword, man? A killing instrument. Any of them. It could be a knife, a gun, a sword. It can be a wrench and a sock, a hammer, a bat, whatever, man. All right. Continuing on, it says in verse 16, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." Right? That's that martial law. Verse 18, "For because of their pride, the city shall be destroyed, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." So these times are coming, man. 144 call it all Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And there's nothing that you can do about it. All right, let's play a little bit more of this and see if that's going to be it.
And had black fatigue. And for you Israelites with a soft spot towards these monsters, you don't understand the Lord's judgment, man. Okay?
Before. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly.
And this is an unprecedented move, and it comes on the heels of their man Big Balls getting beat down in D.C. They never seem to care about anyone else.
Which is complete BS. We know that, but this is the devil. But the Lord is going to allow the devil, he's going to let the devil loose.
All right, so Lord
Okay.
willing, that was the edifying lesson, man. With that, I want to say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as to the rest of the hopeful righteous elect, man. Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abba Babal.